Honorable, first of all, I want to say congratulations on the Congress. Now that the PDOIS has gone into Congress, what next for PDOIS and yourself?
The constitution of the party creates a Congress and General Assembly of members as the two highest institutions of the party. If we want to dissolve the party, it means we must call all members to dissolve it. But every 4 years, a group of people are charged with the responsibility to handle the affairs of the party. And what had happened in 2015 is the holding of a Congress in Bansang, which elected the Central Committee charged with the responsibility of serving the party for 4 years. The Constitution requires the holding of a Congress every 2 years. We should have held the Congress in 2017. But the 2015 Congress charged the Central Committee with the responsibility of preparing a primary for the selection of a presidential candidate for 2016, as well as to try to work out a form of a coalition so that we will ensure regime change in 2016. I was selected as a presidential candidate and given the mandate to enter into negotiation with other political parties to build a coalition, and that was done, and we succeeded. The coalition required for us to continue to maintain the coalition up to the end of the 3-year term that we propose for the presidential candidate who represented the coalition. And as a result then, we were anticipating that in 2017, instead of being DOI National Assembly members, we will still suppress the operation of DOI in favor of the coalition. Then we would have become coalition National Assembly candidates and then proceeded to be coalition councillors, so that for the 3-year we would be able to forget about party operations and concentrate on running a transition successfully. Then after the transition, we would have convened a Congress. But unfortunately, we could not agree with that agenda, and all parties had to go on their own. So 2017 became an election year, and we were also preparing for the council elections in 2018. Consequently, the Congress could not be held until this time. So in essence then, this is a Congress designed to review the activities of those selected for the last 2 years, and that we should be prepared for a Congress in 2019. As you've heard, DOI is having this Congress in the place of the 2017 Congress, and we have reviewed everything. We have passed resolutions, and we are preparing for the 2019 Congress, which is the final Congress, the 4-year term of the Congress that was elected at Bansang in 2015. That is one agenda. The second agenda is what our resolution entails. And the resolution entails the building of our regional bureaus and operationalize those bureaus, branch off into the wards, the constituencies, the districts, and prepare the ground for solidifying the foundation of the party. For almost, you can say, since the coup d'etat of 1994, DOI was 8 years old. From that period until 2016, DOI was in transition. We concentrated in building coalition to effect regime change, because we discovered that For 52 years, Gambia had not changed through the ballot box, and people had lost faith in elections. Nobody believed that the opposition could come to office through the ballot box, and many people felt that you can never change your government through the ballot box. But we believed that that was the only way that we could come to office, because we did not want to come to office through a coup d'etat. So for that long then, we had to engage the Gambian population and employ strategies and tactics in order to at least effect that change. And we succeeded in 2016 to effect the most important change in Gambian history. Because for 52 years, the Gambian people did not really know their power, even though it was granted by the Constitution. But 2016, change came through the ballot box, and now the lesson is clear that power belongs to the people. So we now have the responsibility to build the party, and that is exactly what we'll starting from tomorrow, to build the foundation of DOI rather than what we were doing before, that is to build coalitions for regime change. We have attained regime change, now we are moving to system change.
Okay, Honorable, you made some mention of something like building the party. That is because if you want to build something, you need foundation, and I can say foundation of any any political party is the youth. Are you guys trying are you telling me that you guys are training some youths or young people that will take responsibility of the party anytime that you and Sidi Jara cannot go ahead with the party?
You know, the problem has been associating the party with Sidi Jata and Halifa Sallah. That's the problem in the past. You've seen for yourself. Who did you see here? Who constitute the majority in our Congress? So we do not need to be answering critics. We listen to them, and if they make sense, we take what they have, because we know that we were building the party, and with the criticism, we'll be able to know what our mistakes are so that we can reinforce. But having heard what we have said in this Congress and hearing the direction of the Congress resolution, I think you can see that DOI is a totally different party from the parties that have existed in this country. That this is a party which comes from the foundation that people own power, and the young people are part of the people, and nobody has discriminated them. They are equal in the party. And I am sure that people will learn their lessons today. As I said, 56 people have already taken the decision to stand for DOI. Nobody knew those people. Unfortunately, we did not show them until the meeting ended. Maybe that's an error. We should have started by showing them from the very beginning. Then you count for yourself who one stood here. He said he is a what? The one who stood and spoke here in Sarahole. Yeah. He's a councillor in Fode Kunda Ward. You've heard him. You heard what he said.
Unfortunately, I can't speak for Sarahole.
Yeah, but I think he also spoke in Mandinka, didn't he? You cannot speak Mandinka also. But essentially, how old is that one? And he's a councillor. Well, I'm just showing you what is happening. And if you look at, I want you to go back to our list of National Assembly candidates, and then you find out their age. Well, clearly, it's just a theory that DOI is a party of elderly people who disconnected. We allow people to say their mind, but the reality is that DOI is a party of citizens, and you will find everybody in DOI. And we hope that as we move forward now, people will begin to see who the DOI members are. And obviously the youth are not left out. One of our resolutions is that we must attach young people to all the central committee positions so that they work with those who manage those positions.
Okay, Honorable, I want to take this thing into another level. That is because you were saying something like you guys were, that is PDOIS, they were working towards regime change. Now you guys are working towards system change.